noon, and then by 8 she'd be ready to hang out with us.
Right. Yeah, and I mean, there were a lot of like, not first times, but I mean, there were a lot of like first times in like, since the relationship with me and Carrie lasted for so long. Like, those were the first times, the hand holding,
right?
And you want to hold hands, but it's just a sweaty mess, and you want to let go and like clean your hand off, wipe your hand off, but you don't want to let go because neither one of them can tell who's sweating.
And the funny thing is like me and Bridget were never intimate,
right?
We basically said that we were dating. I don't even know if we said we were dating. It was one of those things where like you and Carrie were so in love and like all about it. And then here's me and Bridget just kind of like, well, I guess it's inevitable, right? I mean, this is how things should work. I mean,
this is how
wouldn't it be
life
perfect if we liked each other too?
Right.
And then
I think you both kind of made yourself like each other.
But we never
I mean, you guys liked each other.
We never made out.
Right.
We never did anything. I think we held hands.
I think you did.
Watching a movie once.
Yeah.
And that was it.
And I think I remember you telling me it felt weird.
Well, because there was no chemistry there between us. I mean, we were really good friends, but there was no like.
Right.
And she was the same way because she even like. She's the one that like officially broke it off. Like, I don't think this is working.
Let's just go back to being friends.
Yeah. Can we get away from this weird stuff and let's be friends?
So yeah, I mean, we were all four of us like we were just like best friends. So when we were on this trip, Joe and Bridget were still in the I don't know, maybe we're trying to figure each other out.
Well, we were trying to force something, right?
Yeah. Me and Carrie had kind of already, kind of started going down our road.
Right.
And we kind of left you guys behind, which was not very nice of us, but
oh no.
But
all's fair in love and war, baby.
So you and I were trying to do like these sweet things. We talked to them on the phone every night.
Right.
Like I said, we wrote their names in the sand and whatever. And then we went to a water park, and it was the world's tallest water slide, to where before you get in the line, they got this big sign, and they show you how you need to cross your legs.
It's a safety concern.
You're going to be going down the slide so fast
that you really want to have arms and legs crossed so that nothing's flaring.
Nothing's flailing.
Flailing. I'm sorry. And you don't want limbs flapping around and smacking. And then I scared the death out of you by telling you the story that my uncle had told me.
And which was?
That he had a buddy that, because I told him we were going to this place. He's like, oh, I got a buddy that went down that slide. And it is a straight down drop. And this guy, they told him, cross your legs. He's like, bullshit, I'm going to. This guy goes down like, woo! Water shut up his ass. He came out of that, waddled to the bathroom and shit out water. Just shit water.
This is what the story Joe's telling me is we're waiting 2.5 hours
for 2 hours to get
it.
So you are so scared about keeping these legs crossed because you're like, I don't want that to happen.
So we finally it's our turn, and me and Joe are trying to decide who goes first, and I'm a big pussy, and Joe's like, I'll go first.
And it is scary too.
Yeah, you can't even see it.
As you stand to be the next person in line, you watch the person go over. It's one of those like roller coasters where you see the row in front of you drop, and all of a sudden they're just gone.
Right.
You see nothing else but sky.
Right.
And it was literally like you'd see their head, and then you just hear this.
So in another Romeo and Juliet sort of way, we both decided that we were going to yell our girlfriends' names as we went down.
And the more I hear these, we did this, we did that. I think you wanted to do this stuff, and I was like bullied into going along with it.
I can't do it by myself.
Yeah. Oh, we should write their names. Okay, whatever. I also drew the Guns N' Roses logo. Check it out.
So I watched Joe, and I just hear him go, Bridget! And then
but water
was choking.
I think
him.
I got out.
Yeah. Didn't even get it out, and then I saw him like disappear. So now it's my turn. And If you could describe to the listening audience what you saw.
Well, I get down off the ride. It's finally over. It was long. And I stand up and I'm like, I can feel the underwear of my swimming shorts is up my ass.
Yeah.
And I reach back to pull it out. No, it's the entire leg of my pants are up my ass. They are completely hiked up my like I'm pulling an entire leg out of my ass.
Yeah.
And I'm choking and I'm like, oh, and I turn around to watch my buddy Bill come down. And all of a sudden I see him start and I see the legs, the ankles come just undone. And then this frantic, like, oh, shit, just trying to cross your legs again, like, like you didn't even enjoy it because you're like, oh no, oh no. Oh, I was dying.
I didn't want, yeah. So like I'm trying to cross my legs because I don't want to get an enema, and it comes to a stop, and Joe is just laughing his silly ass off. And luckily, I'll let you guys all know that no
water,
no shit in water. I don't know.
I was kind of disappointed, really.
But yeah, that was scary shit when my ankles came unlocked. I didn't like that. Coming up after the break, one more visit down the old rock star mode.
Another memory from the
from
the band.
One came up. One came up. Coming up after the break. Thank you guys for listening to the Bill and Joe Show.
You're listening to the Bill and Joe Show.
Okay, gamers, we're mobile gaming, I guess I should say. And the cool thing about this new game, it's called No. It's only available on Android right now, but it's coming out for the iPhone. No is it's one of those games where you get three choices, and they ask you a question, something that you should know, like what day St. Patrick's Day is on. So they give you three options. You answer them, and it's almost like a test. Like you get tested. And then at the end of all the questions, they give you a score, like a percentage, like you're back in school or something. But it's a really, really cool game. It's brought to you by our friends over at Run Dumb Fun Games. You can find them at rundumbfun.com. And they've got other games, too. This or that. It's kind of would you rather sort of thing. And they're developing a drinking game, which I'm personally looking forward to playing. So make sure you go to your Android store, your Google Play Store, download No, K-N-O-W, because you should know some of this stuff. It's really ridiculous if you don't. You ever see those guys for FanDuel that are on television like all the time, and they're telling you about how much money everybody makes, and they got this guy who deposited $35 and he's made over $2 million? Well, I mean, that might be true, but it's not the norm. But what I can attest to at FanDuel is the very first week that I played in a $5 league. I chose my team. I stayed under the salary cap, and I ended up winning $150. That is true, and it was deposited straight into my account, and I had money for the rest of the week. It was fantastic. Make sure you go check out FanDuel. It's 1 week fantasy football, so you don't have to be locked in for the entire season. Make sure to go check them out today.
You're listening to the Bill and Joe Show.
Welcome back to the Bill and Joe Show. We're talking again about, I don't know how long we can do this. I think we could probably do this for a couple more episodes.
The memory lane?
With all the stories.
Yeah.
One that came to mind was when we opened for Smash Mouth. And by opened,
yeah,
I mean played the beer tent outside of the stadium.
That's right.
That Smash Mouth was performing in. It was the Heart of Illinois Fair. We were asked by the radio station to perform at the beer tent.
Mm-hmm.
Kind of a big deal, Smash Mouth. I mean, we promoted it like we were opening for Smash Mouth.
Right. Even though we were playing adjacent to their Smash Mouth stage.
Yeah. You can even, like, there's an entrance way to the stadium. Like, you have to walk in the gate to get into the grandstand to see their stage. We were, like, in the parking lot in the beer tent.
Now,
and this was before we could drink.
It was the only area you could buy beer. So
yes, that's true.
If you wanted a beer, you had to come past our band.
Which was kind of cool because everybody was drunk.
Yeah.
So we sounded that much better.
Right.
How true do you think that is when you're drunk that music sounds better?
Oh, way better.
Really?
Well, because I think your inhibitions go away. Like as
your
far as
rules.
your judgments, same deal with like the beer goggles. When you see a girl that normally in the daylight, you'd be like, oh, no way. I'll
Right.
never talk to her. And
Right.
then the next thing you know, you're drunk, and you're like,
Hello? The car's go after you.
but it's like having beer goggles on,
Right.
where you see a girl that's not hot, but when you're drunk, she is hot.
Yeah.
So I think same thing goes with music. You could be like, oh, man, I'm loving this song, where it's like,
guys are killing it.
what?
Well, I remember, like I said, we weren't old enough to drink yet.
Right.
So you and I had put Jack Daniels in Dr. Pepper bottles because they were roughly the same color. Straight Jack Daniels.
Right.
And you and me started hitting our 20 ounces a little too early, I think. And
Well, back then, we would get really nervous at the start of a show,
right.
and we would think, well, a drink, let's get a little buzz going,
Right.
and that'll take the edge off.
Right.
And the problem is
Once
you're
you and I
you
got
got the
going.
adrenaline going, you don't feel the effect right away, so you drink too much,
Yeah.
and next thing you know, it's like, whoa, I am drunk.
Yeah, that happened a couple of times. We should talk about the you remember that concert that my ex-girlfriend Maggie showed up at when I strictly forbade her to come after she cheated on me?
No.
You don't remember that? That was when your cousin peeled out, or when I peeled out and spit rocks?
Oh, okay.
Yeah, that's why I peeled out, is because she came there. She had the gall coming there with the guy that she cheated on.
Uh-huh.
What a bitch.
And all of her 10 friends.
And all of her
At our
fucking
show.
10 friends.
What
Yeah,
a-
that was
bitch.
bitch.
I paid the cover to get in.
Yeah, and then $3 cover. So anyway, Smash Mouth, we're kind of hammered, and I can only remember 2 songs: "Man in the Box."
We played that one?
Mm-hmm.
Ooh.
I mean, that was your song.
Oh, man.
I never touched that song. I couldn't get that scream.
Well, I can't believe we played it
I know.
at that point in the band.
Yeah, we played that, and then we tried playing "Iris" by the Goo Goo
Yeah,
Dolls.
yeah. You know what we also played was Brother Kane's song, Full Shine On.
Oh yeah.
Because our drummer had that little, whatever, I don't know, some type of weird skins he could.
Oh god.
But they were the wrong key.
yeah.
So it'd be like, so the song goes like, dun, 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 bow, bow, and his is going, bow, bow, ding, ding, bow,
Right.
bow, ding, ding, ding.
I do remember that. And then I remember Iris because I was finally drunk enough, and we had rehearsed it a million times, and instead of drop the key down, because I'm a baritone, and Iris is a pretty high song,
Right.
instead of dropping the key or whatever to make it easier for me to sing, I'm like, no, I'll just get drunk enough that I'll just go for it.
Yeah.
I'm going to go for it.
'Cause then
tonight I'm
it'll
going to go
work.
For it. Yeah, naturally.
Oh, man, if we did that and Man in the Box,
Yeah.
the audience must have thought we sucked.
Well, so we blew it on Iris. I mean, I just remember I fucked it up because I think I was playing acoustic on that
I'm
because
sure
I
you
wanted
were.
to, and you were on bass. And I
The guitarist probably didn't even bother learning it.
right, yeah, because he was anti anything
Right.
poetic. And then I remember fucking that up. The show ended, and that little kid came up to us and asked us for our autograph.
You want to kill that?
No,
All right.
no, I don't. They serve a purpose.
Okay.
Joe just saw a spider on the wall. But I don't know if you remember, but this little kid came up and asked for our autographs.
No.
I was standing there. I'm out of my mind drunk. I don't know what parent would let he had to have been like 4 years old. Yeah, about London's age.
And it's not a kid that we knew?
No, it was just a strange kid.
Oh,
Him
man.
and his dad, he came up and he said, hey, my son was wondering if he could get you guys' autograph. You guys are the first band that he's ever seen. And being the lead singer that I was, I was, of course you can. Hey, little buddy, what's your name?
What's your name, kid?
Yeah. Like a seasoned, like, trashed out rock star. And nobody had a pen.
Mhm.
Luckily, though, I was going through that phase where I was wearing eyeliner. So I pulled out my